Hello, welcome to the Midgard Press. My name's Jay. So, we're covering goblins. Goblins are absolutely just one of the best, that you can seriously put into any setting, any setting. Like, I know we've already talked, and I know I probably say that about all of them, like the ghosts, skeletons, giant spiders. I mean, let's face it, any of these monsters within a fantasy setting, you could easily populate in there. I know I see a lot more goblins used in fantasy settings. No, that's not true. Well, just as an example, okay, before we actually get into goblins and everything like that, just as an example, over this past weekend, I've been rewatching Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring and the Hobbit as well. I watched both of them, all 6 movies. Why? Why not? I typically like to have something on in the background when I'm working on new dungeons or creating new things. And if I remember correctly, goblins play a big matter of fact within, I think it's the very first Hobbit, the Unexpected Journey or whatever. Yeah, because they go underground, they fight the Goblin King and all his goblins, which in fact, at some point we'll talk about it. Gandalf has a sword and a staff in one hand and the other, and he's just like boom, boom, swipe, swipe, boom, boom. Like, come on now. No, he's a man, myth, legend all by himself. But goblins. Goblins are just fun. Like, goblins are just fun. They are one of my favorite little monsters to put anywhere. In fact, I've played a goblin in D&D and Pathfinder. I was in a very regular weekly game of Pathfinder 1E, and I played a little female goblin named Hoblog, and she would melt your heart. You would become best friends with her, but then she would turn the corner and stab somebody. She was fantastic. I just love goblins. Goblins are just one of the best, like, because they're perfect. They're perfect for low-level monsters, they're perfect for mid-level monsters, and they're perfect for high-level monsters. They absolutely are. Now, I know right now within Dragonbane, we've only got the scout right here and a warrior. We also have a warg rider. Don't get me wrong, we have a warg rider within the adventures within the opening scene, but we need more. We need more goblins. We need shamans. We need trapsters. We need spellcasters. We need a king, a queen. We need Boblin the goblin. We need all the goblins. But you can easily make some sort of goblin encounter, either set within the Misty Vales, that they already have established by Free League, or as you're creating your own one-shots and adventures or campaign settings using the Dragonbane core system. I'm actually working on one within the Dragonbane setting already of the Misty Vales, where the orcs and the goblins, the night kin, they are already looking for the artifacts, the statues, for the Dragon Emperor. But I plan on having another like NPC, And basically, I'm bringing my playable character of Hoblog into Dragonbane, where she'll be, just a regular goblin who's statted. I might make her just a little bit beefier, just because she's the leader of them and whatnot. But anyways, they will be more akin to working with non-nightkin. So all your player characters, your mallards, your dwarves, your humans, your wolfkins, your halflings, and your elves. Okay. They will be more than happy to assist the players. Now, of course, your player characters will be a little bit at odds with them because they're like, ooh, should we be able to trust them? I don't know. But the goal is for Hoblog and her small band of misfits, because that's what they're going to be. That's what I plan on calling them, is the band of misfits. It's to help them, say, not really track down the artifacts, but to keep an eye on goblin and orc, the nightkin movements. It'll just be fun little interactions. She might try and give the players food. She might try and exchange weaponry. She might even try to sell them food that she found. There might be a fun one where she wants to play games with them. And I've got like little dice games that I've created where, you as the player character, or you as the GM, roll with the player characters to, play dice or something like that. Something simple. The highest D6 gets a copper or something like that. We might play some games. And that way, because not every encounter within this game needs to be deadly, needs to be action-packed. It can be non-combative. It can be fun and friendly. And that's one of the things I want to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this whole deathly setting. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I also want the player characters to feel, or the players as the player characters, I want them to feel like not every turn is death. I want it to be every other corner is death. I want them to be able to have some fun. I want them to be able to enjoy playing their characters within the game. So that's just kind of one of the things. I do have a couple tombs or crypts that will be very goblin oriented, where the players will have to obviously fight a bunch of goblins, but the goal is for them to fight a bunch of goblins. I print a lot of goblin miniatures for my games, like my in-person games. I just love goblins. Goblins are a lot of fun. They are weird and they just do the most randomest thing. Goblins are just the best. They just really are. I just love goblins. Like, out of the 3 key, like, low-level monsters, you always think goblins, kobold, and Kuatoa. Me, goblins. Always a goblin dude. Flat out. But comment, okay? So let's go ahead, like this video. Leave a comment. Tell me, what is your favorite thing about goblins? Do you even like goblins? Do you use goblins? What kind of encounters could you think of with a goblin? And then, as always, share this video. Share this video with all your goblin friends. Share this video with friends that don't like goblins. Show them that they need to love goblins. But as always, till next time, I want you all to live on and game on.